I'm so excited for today's video. Welcome everyone to the official global client for Apex Legends Mobile. Huge shout out to EA for allowing me to have early access to the game and sponsoring today's video. At the time of you guys watching this video, it should be May 16th, which means Apex Legends Mobile is fully releasing tomorrow on both iOS and Android for free. Now, this is something I'm super excited for because I am a longtime fan of the game. Ever since it had originally released years ago on console and PC, I had grinded it out on PlayStation. I was even a full-time streamer for the game for about 9 months before I finally moved into the mobile gaming scene. And I have to say, looking back, I still have some of the best memories of just hopping into trios every day with the boys and enjoying the game. So finally, this is a huge day for myself and the mobile community. Apex Legends Mobile is here. Now, I know a large portion of my viewer base is excited for this game, but I'm sure there's a lot of you guys who are watching this for the very first time and wondering, what is Apex Legends Mobile? And this game is primarily a battle royale, but it does have two other game modes, and that's going to be the 3v3 arena as well as team deathmatch. So what makes this game unique? Just to start, the gunfights are highly competitive because the game has such a long time to kill. So this means the players that are more accurate in the long run are going to win the majority of their gunfights. Now, even more importantly, there is a large strategic factor in this game because each playable character, aka legends, have their own 3 custom abilities. So for example, my main character is Octane, and Octane is a high-speed daredevil, basically an assault character. And you can see here on screen, we have 3 different abilities: passive, tactical, and ultimate. The passive is just something that's always activated. You don't have to activate it mid-game. For Octane specifically, we have Swift Mend, which actually is going to heal Octane's base core HP slowly over time while he's out of a gunfight. The tactical is going to be the Stim, which is something that you activate. This loads relatively quick. And again, for Octane, Stim is going to be a speed boost. And then finally, we have the ultimate ability, which is jump pad here for Octane. And ultimates are going to be the longest loading abilities. That's typically because these are going to be the game-changing ones that your characters have. And depending on how your character is meant to be played and your personal preference on playing style, these can be deadly. So the jump pad is super helpful because you can throw it down mid-fights and just get to a high ground position, or you can use it as just a quick mobility boost to get yourself from point A to point B extremely fast. We're going to be having some gameplay with this. You guys are really going to see how I personally use the jump pad. Sometimes whenever I'm in a sticky situation, I'll throw the jump pad down, hit it, be in midair, pop a heal, and by the time I finally land on the ground, I'm already back to full HP. So there's a lot of different variety and use case for each character. Again, this is just one specifically. I can show you Gibraltar, which has a completely different playing style. Passive is gun shield. So whenever Gibraltar's aiming down sights, a gun shield pops up on his shoulder, and that's going to intake about 50 damage. Dome of protection is the tactical, which pretty straightforward. You throw down a dome shield and enemies cannot shoot you through it. And then the ultimate for Gibby is going to be defensive bombardment, which is essentially an airstrike, and a strategy that a lot of Gibbies use is to throw down their ultimate ability, call in the airstrike, and then put a dome of protection over them so they can just stand in the middle of that arsenal attack and not get hit at all. Lastly, since Gibraltar is a chunkier character, his hitbox is actually bigger than characters who are smaller than him, so he does have the fortified passive, which is going to reduce incoming damage by 50%. On top of that, heavy ammo is not going to slow down the character. And that just brings me to my next point, which is all of the details around this game. Heavy ammo specifically actually slows down opponents when they get hit in comparison to light ammo, which doesn't. There's so many reasons why I love this game and why I'm super excited for it to be releasing here for mobile. This is going to be a game changer, a revolutionary game for the mobile industry. I'm just so excited to be on the forefront of this and share the content and gameplay, maybe introduce a lot of you guys to the game for the very first time. So we're finally hopping into some gameplay, and we're at the loading screen. In case you guys have never played Apex Legends Mobile, at this screen, you do have the opportunity to pick your legend, and you can only have one of each legend on your team. I'm currently solo queuing, so I picked Octane, and that's the only character we're going to have here on the squad. But you guys might notice something here on the character list. On the bottom, there's a character called Fade, and this is actually a brand new character being revealed here for the very first time to all of you on my channel. That's a mobile exclusive legend. This has not been in any other previous Apex Legends game. And for anybody curious how you're actually going to be able to obtain Fade, you will be able to unlock Fade through different Fade shards that you pick up in the free version of the battle pass. So you don't have to spend any money. You just have to grind out the game and you will unlock the new character. All right, looking here at the launches, we do have Capital City, which is probably going to be the hot drop of the game when it initially releases, but we're going to go ahead and land somewhere a little bit different. We're going to go to the sorting factory, which indicated below its name has a purple color plate. That means it's a high tier loot zone. And then on top of that, this beam of light right here means it's a hot drop, like high tier loot zone. So it's a high tier loot area with a high tier loot zone like already to it. So we should be picking up some crazy items. Oh, and I just realized the train's here as well. So let me go ahead and grab that. Yeah, right off the rip, purple armor, the Havoc assault rifle. This is a really good weapon. Picking up the flatline next. I'm gonna go ahead and pop my stim just so I can try to grab these last two crates before we get too far. I'll go ahead and swap out my Havoc with the R9 just because in my opinion this is the best SMG in the game. And gold armor. Now, normally I wouldn't pick this up because I do prefer to rock purple, which I'll go into detail in a minute why. But I want to pick up the gold just because I can actually showcase what it does. So there are going to be different tiers of loot in this game. It starts with white, then goes to blue, purple, gold, and red. Gold and red aren't necessarily in that order. It's kind of dependent on your personal playing style and preferences. But talking about shields specifically, gold and purple have the same amount of damage intake that they can receive, but gold does have an extra benefit to it, and that's going to be syringes and shield cells have improved effects. Ooh, I'm gonna pick up the wingman, dude. This is my favorite gun in the game. It's like a high damage pistol. It does like 45 a shot. So what that means, syringes and shield cells have increased effects, is referring to the fact that a normal syringe or shield cell would do 25 HP of its designated heal. So a syringe would do 25 base HP, which is your white health, and then a shield cell would do 25 of whatever shield color you have. But when you have gold armor, you actually are going to be doing 50 every time. We do have a Gibraltar challenging us right over here, so we'll go ahead and damage that bad boy up. Oh, and there he is using our his ability. That's not going to benefit him at all. All right, I'm not seeing any of the teammates, so I'm going to go ahead and show off what finishers are here in Apex. So you saw Gibraltar was downed right there and actually holding up a blue shield. Those are called knockdown shields, and that's something that's super helpful in this game from preventing you to actually like get finished right away. Like if you're in the middle of a team fight, having those knockdown shields saves your life a lot. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and swap from the gold back over here to purple because I want to upgrade my armor to red. For anybody wondering about that, if you look right below my character's icon, I just got pinged by a bloodhound. I'm gonna go ahead and run back over here to my jump pad, and then we're gonna take height. Again, because we are currently on an early edition of the global client for the game, pretty much everybody in this is gonna be AI. I think this is a full squad right here, yeah. Oh my god. And I'm getting shot in the back too. Okay, we got 2 knocks. I'm gonna go ahead and close this door, and we're gonna pop this shield battery. And as you guys can see, the shield battery actually will fully regenerate all of your shields. So if you're 100% missing or just whatever amount, it'll heal you 100%. Go ahead and get that finished, and it's gonna be the wipe on that squad. And let me quick swap to a 2x here on the wingman just because I know there's another team behind me. Trying to thread the needle right there with some wingman shots. 45 damage a hit, as I'd mentioned before. This thing is nutty if you're extremely accurate with it. Go ahead and swap to the R9 just because I know. Oh, Pathfinder. Enemies are getting a little bit closer. There we go. It's the finish on Path. We should be in a 1v1. Oh, GG's. What was that, 81? Yeah, wingman headshots are also extremely powerful. Okay, and this is perfect. So after all that fighting, my Evo shields, aka the purple shields that I picked up, are actually 1 damage or 1 Evo point away from leveling up. So since I didn't get the chance to fully explain it, every time you do damage with a shield that's any other color besides the gold ones, you're actually going to be leveling up that particular shield's Evo level. And that's how you upgrade your armor from purple to red. That's the only way you can unlock red armor. You can't just find it on the ground. You can pick it up off of other players' bodies who have earned it. But red Evo is the one that's going to absorb the most damage. It's going to be 125, which is what I personally prefer using over the gold shields. That's just my personal preference. Anyway, here's something else that's brand new here to the mobile community, and that's going to be replicators, which are essentially stores. So I have a little bit of the material that I've picked up here, 55 of them, and I can purchase any of the items here. So I'm going to go ahead and just buy a shield battery, and it's going to go ahead and craft. And if I want to get some more materials, I could just run over here to one of these extract stations, and that's going to get me 25 more. And right there, boom, is our shield battery. Go ahead and replace the energy ammo that I have. And let me actually loot up here, see if I can find a magazine. Ooh, even better. I found an R301. And in my opinion, this is like the best gun in the game. I love using the wingman, but it's not best for every single scenario. The R301, however, That thing's a beast at long range and close range. And when you have a magazine on it, which we just happened to pick up a blue one, it does some crazy damage. All right, we got enemies right in front of us. Go ahead and take the launch pad to height. Pop another shield cell. And as I had mentioned, as soon as we do 1 damage here, we're going to upgrade our Evo to red, which is what just happened. So I'm going to go ahead and charge up, and then you guys are going to be able to see our shields fully healed up. And right there, what that player was doing was taking one of the launch balloons, and those basically allow you to fly around the map pretty easily. Got this player basically 1 hit. There we go. Finish that off with the wingman. Go ahead and climb back over here to height, and then we're going to pop a shield battery. Oh, we got some beams. Okay, both players are actually hopping up over here. We'll go ahead and reposition a little bit. So what just happened was Bloodhound, which is one of the characters in the game for Recon, actually just tagged me. And that's why I was like kind of highlighted that color. Yo, I'm not going to lie. That lifeline almost beamed me in the back. But anyway, what that ability does is actually puts me on all of my opponent's screen. Like the entire team gets to see Bloodhound pings, which is crazy. Okay, let me go ahead and take this launch balloon just to show you guys how those work. We got more players shooting at us. Dude, they're actually beaming too. Come on. Bro, they took away so much of my HP. I'm actually going to fly over here, which isn't part of the map, but I can hang out here for 30 seconds and heal up. Okay. Enemies are getting kind of close here to that launch balloon. God dang. They're still beaming me. I'm going to show off why I love Octane, bro. Take double launch pads while fully healing. Oh my god. R301, dude. It's got basically no recoil. Great damage, very easy to use. We got this player 1 hit. Okay, where's this last player? Oh, white armor. We got this. There we go. Like I said, the wingman's good if you can aim with it, but it's a tough weapon to use. Definitely a high skill gap weapon. Okay, let me reattempt this where we actually launch all the way up. Now, I'm not going to heal my core HP because, again, that's Octane's passive, so I should be good by the time I'm in my next fight. And we're just going to fly on over here to Capital City. There's one more thing I want to show off before we end this game. There's only 2 other squads left. And that's the 30-30, which is a new weapon that's coming to the mobile edition. It wasn't in the test server for any of us to use or see before, but it is making it here to the global edition of the game. Now, this isn't a weapon that I personally think I'm going to be using all too often, but I just want to show it off because it is newer. It's a lever action marksman rifle that does pretty similar damage to the wingman. Also, this is my first time playing the map on Ultra HD. Now, this isn't even in the highest. There's still 2 more higher quality options, but I just wanted to say it looks really good. And that is what, Mirage? Oh, that's a... Oh yeah, it is a Mirage. There's just a random decoy hanging out over there. I think I was actually getting shot in the back, so one of the last 2 teams are over there. I'm just going to avoid them because, again, I want to try to pick up this 30-30. Since I am on an early client of the game, as I had mentioned, pretty much this entire lobby is AI, so I'm not really worried about dying. I have to pick up the charge rifle, bro. This is one of my favorite guns as well. Ah! Oh, I wish I had a Phoenix kit so I could show that off, bro. It would be so clutch right now. I'm so low on heals. So what a Phoenix kit is basically a full heal. It would heal up both your base HP as well as your shields, which would have been super clutch in this situation. All right, so there's a Gibby shield over there, which is going to allow me to slip out of here for a second. And you know what? Sure, let me just beam these players. And this is why I love this weapon. So, like I said, it's called the charge rifle. Ooh, and it's so deadly because it does 50 damage a hit, but on top of that, you do continuous damage with your laser as you're like charging up for that final blow. Wish I had more sniper ammo to really show it off. Wraith is using her ability. I'm gonna go ahead and fly over Caustic over here, get this third party in the back. I know you're weak. All right, you're down. Is this a real Mirage? Oh my god, it is. Oh, it's just a fake one. Okay, there's so many knocks right now. I'm gonna just drop an arc star and some of those caustic gases, and that might actually drop a couple of players. Let's see. Nothing. I'm just gonna let those 2 players fight each other out. I don't really care about the kills all too much. As I had mentioned, I just want to show off this 30-30, which here it is finally. All right, so we'll pick up that gun, and you can see by default it does come with 10 shots in the mag. We have a 3x equipped on this. All right, cool. So this last team just got their cleanup. I definitely just got the revive behind that canister. Ooh, we got some great damage. Oh, I'm losing shields. Oh,
Oh, we got one hit. Come on. Oh my gosh. Bro, that Pathfinder has like the slightest bit of health right now. Is Pathfinder the only one left? Oh yeah, Pathfinder's the only one left. This is the last player right over here. Oh, I knew Path was weak. 14 and just boom. Game over. All right, well, that's Apex Legends Mobile, man. I couldn't really show off some like crazy intense gameplay because again, this is the early client of the full game, so there's only creators in here and I'm probably one of the last ones to be recording right now. But this game, it gets so freaking competitive because of all of those different abilities, because of how long the time to kill is in this game. You have to be so accurate and do so much damage to players. A lot of the weapons have a lot of recoil with a low magazine at the start. So loot is very important, positioning is very important, your proper use of abilities, your team chemistry, so much is involved in this game. I've been a huge fan of the original version of Apex ever since it released on PC and console years ago, so being one of the first creators to ever touch the global edition of the game is a huge privilege for me, and I'm super excited to be one of the people on the forefront of sharing it with the mobile community. So again, huge shout out to EA for allowing me to have access and bring this content for all of you guys today, and I'm really looking forward to creating content on the game moving forward. As I had mentioned, I will be live streaming the game tomorrow, the second it drops. I plan on honestly doing like a wild amount of time, like a 48, 50-hour stream, something crazy like that. So I hope to see all of you guys tomorrow following my journey of just playing Apex and being one of the top mobile creators for the game. If you guys want to check out the game, we do have a link down in the description below. Apex Legends will be coming out tomorrow, May 17th on both iOS and Android. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. I hope you learned a little bit about Apex and I'm glad I could showcase some of the gameplay for all of you. Let me know in the comments section below what your main legend is going to be. Again, I think I'm probably going to be an Octane main, but who knows, maybe once the game fully releases I swap to Gibraltar, maybe I swap to Fade, our new mobile exclusive character. Anyway, everyone, that is going to go ahead and do it here for today's video. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate you and I look forward to seeing all of you returning for some more Apex mobile content in the future. That'll do it here for myself and I'll catch you all in the next one.